Yeah, don't be afraid to be the inspiration to others, or or just motivate somebody, or just be something positive in someone's life. I think it's too easy to sometimes be afraid of what other people might think, for some of your beliefs, for some of your, for some of your thoughts and actions, for, I don't know, just everyone's self-conscious to some degree about kind of what they say, like you're trying to be somebody else, or, but then, you be yourself, because other people, remember, we're not, no one does this thing alone, this life, right? No one does this alone. We are all we're a composition of our mom and dad, right? We're a composition of for work and business, or in sports, like our coaches, the other players that push us, our opponents that push us, our friends, our good friends that, that want the best for us. And then we have our bad friends or crappy people in our life that fucking tell us, that show you how not to be, right? That teach you what not to be, how a shitty human being is to sometimes. Don't be that person. And I think that's such a powerful lesson to remember, that you can make a big change in someone's life. I'm listening to Jay Cutler talk on the Powercast, and every time I listen to these podcasts or something, or a video, I just get so motivated, especially when something speaks to my heart, or what I that fits with me, because I grew up with bodybuilding and wanted to do that kind of stuff, and I was a personal trainer, and on hearing him talk, you just realize like how much work he did. I mean, it's so easy to like look at these guys that have reached the top and the pinnacle and criticize and talk crap, but the reality is these guys have worked their ass off, from Michael Jackson to to whoever, right? To Jay Cutler, to Ronnie Coleman, to Alex Rodriguez, and they worked their asses off to get there. But when they got there, they realized that even though that may have been what they wanted or not, it's important that you sort of return the favor and inspire somebody else, because you have to remember, I think it's easy to forget how much you feed other people, as far as, maybe not literally, but energy wise, right? The things that you get, even these videos, the 20 people that watch this video, it's a small amount of people, but like, I'm still giving back, and I know some of you do care, some of you do benefit from this and do appreciate it, I know I do. When I watch people on YouTube, for some reason, I like the smaller YouTubers, and the reason why is because I felt like it was more realistic for me to accomplish what they accomplish, I guess. I also felt like they were more real, right? They weren't like super big, right? And in some respects, someone who has 100,000 subscribers isn't even that big anyway, compare them to anybody, right? I mean, but something about someone who has like 1,000 subscribers, or even like me, 10,000, not even 10,000 subscribers, views, or whatever, I don't know what you would call it. The point is remember that to really make a difference, it only takes one person. I mean, you only have to help one person. You only have to care about one person. If think about like what your parents did for you, and of course, I got a shitty dad, and my mom. I mean, I had a pretty terrible situation in my childhood, but I mean, like, even then, at the end of the day, they still got me to where I am. They started me off, and you got to remember that, right? Even if you had some terrible parents, or even not even your parents, maybe like your aunt, uncle, grandmother, whoever, right? And maybe they're not in your life now, or not as much in your life, but you got to remember, like I'm thinking right now of the Giving Tree. And the Giving Tree is, you give all to somebody else. And I think that's what we're all afraid to do. But when it's your kids, it's easy. I actually don't think, maybe it's not easy, because you're still trying to figure yourself out. But I don't know. Just felt inspired and want to share that with you. Have a great day.